So this is what it looks like when your battery or your computer battery dies while you're programming with BMW ISTA. So now my iDrive is crashed, my combi is crashed, my amplifier is crashed, and forget the other one. I think the tire monitor or something like that is crashed. So right now I've got BMW ISTA opened up, and I have a working version of ISTA here, so I'm gonna attempt to fix it. Right now I do have all the modules communicating, so that's a plus, because previously I thought I lost the head unit high, the amp, the DVD changer, and the instrument cluster. So now I have them all communicating, which is a good thing. They were all red before. I thought I was gonna have to spend like $2 to get new modules. So the way that I woke them up is got a nice little charger from Harbor Freight. Charges at 10 amps, which is not great for programming, but it works. It can get you by, and it's better than nothing. And that was like 150 bucks. So I charged the battery up fully, then I came back out, plugged everything up, and the modules are communicating now, so that's a good sign. I was like kind of shitting bricks over that. But anyways, now we're gonna probably abort this because I think it failed to update. Well, it looked like it did. Let's take a look at the head unit. Oh, so it looks like it didn't fail. So the head unit is actually going through on ISTA. It's now coding the speech in TTS. After that, it'll do the navigation, and that's where it failed last time. So hopefully this works out. I'm actually gonna leave it for now. And if I have to use BMW ISTA to inject coding data, then I will. But for now, it looks like BMW ISTA is working out. The crazy thing about this is the car still starts and drives. Like, I can't see the gears, there's no speed, no fuel level, but everything lights up and the car does start and drive, and it drives really good. I still have a tune on it. So that's interesting. All the suspension and steering settings still work, the brakes work well. You know, no huge problems. And right now the battery was charged up to 13 volts, and right now it's holding at about 12.8, so that's good enough. You want to be above 12.5 for programming. So I'm going to keep monitoring that. And yeah, don't brick your car like me. Again, like, if you're going to start coding and programming, make sure your computer doesn't die, because that's what happened. That old one there with the E92 on it, it died in the middle of programming with ISTA, and that's how my car got bricked. I had red modules, and like, it was ugly. Had like 178 faults, and you know, it was bad. But I think we're gonna get it fixed now. So we'll see. The one that I'm most worried about is coding the instrument cluster, because it says malfunction there. So I'm hoping I can get the coding and the programming right on it. But right now the head unit is going through a few more steps. Has like, I think 2 or 3 more after that, and then it should finish. The fact that the head unit is on and programming right now, though, is a good sign, because that means the most bus is communicating. That's a bus network that BMWs use, F-Series. They use it to communicate across your media system, so like your amplifier, your instrument cluster, your head unit, some other things. So like I said, my computer died during programming, and it basically put my car into a stuck programming state, plus my battery voltage was too low because my charger sucked, so that's why I bought a new one. And yeah, you know, we're programming now, but when I plugged into ISTA, when the car was originally like acting dead, I couldn't even read all the modules off of it, and the ones that I could read were missing some of the coding CAFD files. And so basically what I had to do was go inject the CAFD files, the CAFD files, manually into the modules that were missing them, because it's basically the settings for the car and the vehicle order, and the entire order wasn't there. And so at that point I did that, but I was still missing the other modules that I said were red and I thought weren't communicating. Well, they weren't at the time. And so then I got this charger plugged it up, and these modules seem to have come back online, but now they're just in a stuck programming state. So that's what I'm doing here. But that is something interesting that can happen when you're programming. Like, it basically erased coding data from the car. It got lost in the mess, and then the car was basically in a coma. And I thought I was gonna have to tow it to the dealer, but thank God I didn't. So that worked out well. Yeah, so sometimes have faith in yourself, and if you have the proper tools, you can likely get it done, even on complicated cars like this. Like, I was looking for hella help from like 3 or 4 different people, and like looking for remote help and stuff, and I was ready to shell out a few $100s for someone to help me. But then I remembered, like, I spent all this time setting these software up, like getting these computers just to do this shit, and so that's why I decided to do it myself. So, like, I'm not saying like, oh, like, think of yourself as the greatest thing ever, but like, just trust yourself sometimes, and like, try to find the answer, because the information is out there. And I'm only saying that because, like, if you get a car that's bricked, a lot of people will take it to the dealer and they're going to quote you like thousands of dollars to replace modules, or just diagnose the thing to wake it up and program it and stuff. But I'm doing it here for free. So, programming with a BMW ISTA. I'm recovering my brick car because I bricked my head unit, my amp, my DVD changer, and what was the other one? Let's go to the vehicle information tab and see. And my instrument cluster. So it was this one, this one, this one, and the blue head unit high, which is currently programming and in a ECU with programming abort state because of my previous mess ups. So just a little YouTube short for you. This is all being done at home, by the way. So just wanted to update you guys and show you guys that it is indeed going through with all the programming after having crashed it. So looks like we're going in a good direction. As far as the instrument cluster, it has the wrong coding on it, and I think that's it, because it is communicating right now. I can see it on ISTA, and the amp and the DVD changer I can see as well. So programming has completed. Right now it's storing the operating instructions, and after that it'll do encoding. So here we go. Now my head unit is not crashed anymore, so that is awesome. There's a few more things to work out in code, but just to show you guys that this did work. I woke up my crash module, so if you guys have issues with that, I might potentially be able to help. So that's just to show you guys that I can wake up broken or sleep modules. Depends on how it's been broken, but if you need help doing that, I could potentially help. So send me a PM or email me. Peace. So we're now to the next step, guys. So my cluster is working. You can tell because my fuel gauge is showing something now, and there's a miles per hour and an actual gear indicator. So we are doing really, really good. Let's turn this AC off so we don't drain the battery too much. But yeah, the car's still finishing coating the entire thing, but everything is working now and not bricked. So wow, look at that. So now to conclude the video, I want to show you guys that I did clear all those fault memories. There was like 178 of them, like I showed you before. So programming did work, woke up all the dead modules, and the car is as good as when I got it. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped.